Good morning. The skill for this blah, 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 blah. Okay. The skill for this week is using okay. Good morning. The skill for this week is using context clues to determine the meanings of words. And I'm going to have you do that in an article that you read by the New York Times. So here are 5 strategies that you can use. Before we get started, why even bother? Well, do you know how many words are in the English language? There are 171,476 words in the Oxford English Dictionary. So that means there's always going to be new words for you to learn, and that's a beautiful thing. Keeps life interesting. Words can be delightful, helps you express yourself, and we're going to need context clues in life. So we've all been enjoying nature, seeing a lot of beautiful birds out there. So here are 5 strategies using the example of birds. Okay, first is to look at the root word and affix or the prefix or suffix of a word. In this sentence, people who study birds are experts in ornithology. Um, I know ology has to do with the science of something, biology, um, psychology, sociology. So I can then deduce that ornithology is the science of studying birds. There aren't a whole lot of other words that start with or the prefix or the root orni, but we know that that has to do with birds because we deduced that it is the study of birds. The second strategy is contrast. Look for those transition words like in comparison, in contrast, unlike. So, unlike mammals, birds incubate their eggs outside of their bodies. So, mammals incubate their eggs inside of their bodies. So, I guess incubate has to do with how birds grow their babies in eggs. Logic. So sometimes a word can be figured out or deduced based on using your logic, like the ideas around it, a description of what that word does or how that word works. In this case, birds are always on the lookout for predators that might harm their young. So I'm going to think about how predators can harm the young of the birds, and then I can use logic to figure out that predators are animals that hunt for other animals in order to prey on them for food. Definition. Sometimes the word is defined in the sentence. And you should do this, by the way, when you are writing and you are introducing an idea. It's great to write a sentence telling your reader what the word means. In this case, frugivorous birds prefer eating fruit to any other kind of food. It tells me in the sentence that frugivorous means an animal that prefers to eat fruit. Example or illustration. Some birds like to build their nests in inconspicuous spots. I don't know the word inconspicuous, but I'm going to keep reading. High up in the tops of trees, well hidden by leaves. Okay, so this is similar to the definition of the word in a sentence. In this case, we're given an example or a visualization, an illustration of what makes their nests inconspicuous. Their nests are inconspicuous because they are well hidden. So that means the definition of inconspicuous is well hidden, hard to see, hard to find. Now you review.